Well, moving on now, France says that a response from the EU to Donald Trump's new tariffs will probably come at the end of the month. A government spokesperson telling French media that services will be targeted, not just goods. This includes digital products from big tech companies like Apple and Meta. For more on this, we're going to bring in technology editor Peter O'Brien. So, Peter, with tech stocks plummeting, I imagine this means more bad news for the sector.
Yeah. Apple down 9%, Meta down 9%, Amazon down around 9%, and the EU now looks like it's poised to twist the knife. It actually runs a deficit on US services as opposed to the surplus that it runs on US goods. So it does have room for maneuver here, and we could see a number of things. We could see a kind of tax on data flows. We could see restrictions on intellectual property for these tech companies, or maybe restrictions on investing in the EU. We'll have to see. Obviously, all of these could turn out to hurt Europeans as well. Now, we talked last week on Tech24 about some Europeans who are already deciding ahead of time, if you will, to take the plunge and pull the plug from their US tech. And one man who's offering an alternative to US technology is Gael Duval. He's an entrepreneur who's responsible for Morena. That's a phone that he says is completely de-Googled, and for a mobile operating system called EOS. And he joins us on set now. Thanks for being here, Gael.
Thanks to you.
So have you seen more interest in the last few weeks since Trump took office?
Oh, yes, of course. Well, we have seen a rise in interest for the past years because, personal data is already a topic, a growing topic. But yeah, since the last few months, we see that there is something we have to change in Europe if we want to keep control on our technologies. And the smartphone today is something that everyone is using. It's in our pocket. It's sending a lot of data, personal data. And unfortunately, most of smartphone makers today, they are American technology companies. So if there are some issues with Americans, at some point we have to ask ourselves, what do we do? Do we want still to depend on this tech, or do we want to make our own tech? And we are here. We have started this project a few years ago, and now we are one of the very few companies in Europe that can make a complete operating system that runs on smartphones for everyone.
Now, just explain exactly what EOS is, because actually, by far the majority of people, at least here in Europe, maybe not in China, are using Android and Apple phones. They don't even think about downloading a different operating system that does not belong to one of these two. So what's your kind of offer, if you like?
Sure, because customers don't have the choice. They go into stores and they find either some iPhones or some other Android-based smartphones. So they just have the choice between those two big tech companies. So what we do actually is to change the approach. Today, smartphones rely on a business model that is mostly based on selling advertising in the end. So, and we want to change this. Actually, we want to offer an operating system that is just here to offer you all the features you need every day, actually, for your daily use, but without compromise. We don't want our users to give all their personal or professional data away to have the right to use their smartphone. So what we do is just a smartphone operating system that you can use to take some pictures, to download applications, to communicate with your family and friends, but without giving all the time all your personal data. And it's really a huge amount of personal data that you give if you are using an iPhone. It's about 10 megabytes of your personal data every day. So it's huge. So we cut all this from the operating system and also from mobile applications, because we cut all the features that track you in mobile applications.
You have to admit, though, it's not as smooth an experience booting up an Android phone made by Google and having all of your applications and data ready to go. Migrating to a system like this one, an open source, privacy respecting operating system, is often a more clunky, less easy experience. Are you asking people to sacrifice on their user experience so that they can boost their privacy?
I think that is the main difference of EOS compared to other alternatives, is that we have put a lot of effort into the user experience, the user interface, the thing that you will get a smooth experience, whatever you are using. So this is really something that makes us a little bit different, with all the privacy features that we offer at the same time.
Now, you did get some negative press in February because your cloud storage service that you offer, a bit like kind of Google Drive, you can store your photos, files on there, was out for about 4 months, I think, before you were able to restore it. Obviously, people not having access to their personal data for that long is not going to encourage them to want to try a less mainstream platform like yours.
Yeah, sure. But this is about the cloud services, because we also operate a digital workspace with the same values as we put in the mobile operating system. And yes, we had this outage that was really impacting for users, but now it's solved. And this is unfortunately the kind of things that can happen in a startup journey. But now it's over, and we have a lot of new projects, and also I have to say that the operating system that we do is compatible with other cloud services. Users are not obliged to use our online services. So yeah, we are in an open world.
Say the EU does take serious measures to kind of punish big tech, if you will, or at least make their services more costly to Europeans. If we are going to start seeing a shift towards different modes of mobile usage, what's to say people won't go to something like Chinese apps, like they did, for instance, with TikTok when that was briefly outed? How can we make sure they go to European sovereign technologies?
Well, we just have to be the best ones, because people choose the best products. They don't choose products for dogmatic or political questions. Sometimes they do, but most of the time they don't do. So I think we have everything in Europe to make great technologies. We have all the engineers, very high-level engineers, but we have to just maybe change a little bit how we do this. We have to unite ourselves. We cannot just see us as a French technology or German technology. You have to put all our efforts together to make the Airbus of the software for the benefit of all.
Gaël Duval, thanks for speaking to us here on France 24. There you go, Aaron. Can the EU step up and also start to market their stuff as well as the Americans market theirs? We'll have to see.
I'm sure there